What is going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and it is time to talk about Dragon Ball Super Episode 53. Okay, so before I get into the review real quick, that Super Saiyan Pink stuff is going around, like the Goku Black, Super Saiyan Pink transformation thing, because of like something in Japan got leaked or whatever. I'm not going to talk about it in this video, but I am going to just do a discussion on pretty much the Super Saiyan transformation as a whole. I'm going to talk about each of the forms, at least the ones that are canon, talk about comparing and contrasting how different they look from each other, and just sort of discuss whether or not Super Saiyan forms are becoming stale or not. That video will probably come out, I want to say Tuesday, because tomorrow is Mob Psycho 100 and fucking 7 Deadly Sins, so that's going to be a lot, especially Mob Psycho being a live reaction. So yeah, I'm definitely going to put that one out on Tuesday instead of tomorrow, but look forward to that. So after taking a week off, Dragon Ball Super is back with a pretty good episode. I wouldn't say I loved it or anything, but it was definitely enjoyable. Starting off with the technical aspects of the episode, the art and animation was pretty solid. The art mostly was solid, a little off-model during the sparring match, and the sparring match could have had better animation, but it was more of a just kind of test out this dude's ki, see if it's the same as Goku Black sort of thing. It's not really like a serious fight or anything, so it didn't need to look spectacular. It was more subtle in terms of its fighting and movements anyway. But yeah, the animation there could have been better. But other than that, the overall episode animation was pretty solid, and you know, it was what it needed to be. It didn't need to be anything special. So yeah, animation, art, fine. So moving on to the pacing of the episode, which was fairly solid, fairly well paced. I didn't notice any major slowdown or anything. So pacing was solid. Music, of course, good. You know, you got like that little peel-off gang music that they like to play whenever they're up to something. That was kind of a fun little moment in terms of music, because that's a cool little song, and just overall the music just matched for the most part. The music's usually on point in Dragon Ball Super anyways. So that's art, animation, music, pacing. In terms of story progression, there isn't a ton on Earth, but in terms of Universe 10, we're introduced to who's potentially going to be the villain as far as like being connected to Goku Black and everything. We get a lot of characterization on him. He very much sounds like Goku Black when he's talking about humans, about how they're, you know, just making a bunch of mistakes and perpetually making those mistakes, and they should be taken care of. And you know, he makes this tea, and by the end of the episode, after sparring with Goku, he thinks humans are even more dangerous, even though they said Goku was a Saiyan. But Goku, I mean, he is basically a human with Saiyan tendencies because he was raised on Earth his whole life. And he basically says humans are dangerous, and the tea he's making, in the beginning of the episode, I was kind of like, really? Like, you're judging how humble he is and how peaceful he is by tea? But apparently the tea does have some relation, because as he's making this tea, at the end of the episode, it looks like it starts to become corrupted, because he has even more hatred for humans now. So I kind of like how we're developing a villain. Most Dragon Ball stories, the villain shows up, they're evil, they have their motivation, they might be a well-developed character or not, whatever. But this is one of the only times, if not the only time, where the villain is actually developing and changing and getting solid characterization, which I think is really cool. We had Majin Buu start to become good through Mr. Satan in the Majin Buu saga, which was really good characterization and development. Majin Buu, one of the most underrated characters in terms of characterization and development in the entire series. Even though it's brief, it's still there, and it's really well done. But still, you know, he was turning good, though, and then he broke off his evil half, and the Super Buu thing happened. But with this, we're seeing a villain sort of become evil. He's trying to be humble, he's trying to be accepting, he's trying to watch over humans, but now he's starting to become more corrupted and become more of a villain, which I think is really, really cool and unique and different for the overall series. So yeah, that's pretty much the episode, though. Really solid characterization and story progression when it comes to Universe 10. There was just fun, cool moments too, like Beerus saying if you don't go all out, he might kill you, and you know, Goku going Super Saiyan 2, and they're like, oh, you know, he fought you, the God of Destruction, how is he still alive? Like, a lot of cool hype moments like that, and overall I enjoyed it. It was cool seeing Trunks meet 18 and everything, so yeah, the next episode looks like it's going to be good. It looks like Vegeta's going to train with Trunks. I don't know who is going to be the one to take down Goku Black, to be honest. As far as who I think should take down Goku Black, Goku is the main protagonist of the series, so that makes a lot of sense, but Trunks is the main protagonist of this arc. So that also makes sense, and he would have to work more for it. I feel like Goku is fully capable of beating him at this current point in time, unless he becomes that much stronger than he currently is. And then Vegeta would be cool from like a fan perspective of like, oh hey, Vegeta gets to be the one to take down, Goku, you know what I mean? But in terms of serving the story and from a writing standpoint, it would make more sense if it was Trunks or Goku. Trunks more so than Goku, excuse me. So yeah. Did I mention the stuff on Earth? I don't even know if I did. I've had to do a couple takes for this because I got interrupted. Yeah, the Earth stuff was mostly just reestablishing Trunks' character, pretty much. Like, hatred for Goku Black, check. The My crush on him, check. Seeing the family life with Krillin and 18 and their daughter Marin, check. It was basically just reestablishing Trunks' character. And then, the time machine is still being worked on. Progress is going good, but nothing major there. So, that's pretty much the episode. Again, mainly the meat of the episode is the Zamasu stuff, the Supreme guy. What is his name? Was it Zamasu? I forget what his name is, but yeah. I'll learn it, because he's a very important character, clearly. There's still that scene, too, in the opening where we see his character, but he's, like, falling over like he got killed or something. So, I'm very interested to see, like, where this character is going to go. But, with all that being said, that's the episode. What did you guys think of it? I'll probably give it a solid 7.8 out of 10. It's close to a very good episode. Had the sparring match maybe have been a little more impressive from an animation standpoint, or maybe just had been just a cool, like, quick, fast-paced fight. Nothing intense and crazy, but just enough to be sort of exciting, Maybe I would have given it the very good rating, but as it was, it served the plot. Goku realized that his ki is similar, but not quite the same as Goku Black, so it served the story. It was serviceable. I'm going to give this episode a 7.8. Above good, close to being a very good episode of Dragon Ball Super. But what did you guys think of it? You can tell me in the comments section below. You can also follow me on Instagram or add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on both. You can also give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Both those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.